this is said with great sadness, I have finally found a very real reason I might finally leave California. Remember, I have so many friends here. I have all of PragerU here with 150 employees and people I love on staff. I have founded a synagogue here. 160 people come every Saturday morning, many more on Zoom. I have a beautiful world here. I love my home. I love my neighbors. By the way, it's just for the record, I have one Arab family and one Korean family in my little cul-de-sac that I live. And I love it. I actually believe in the melting pot. Everything is values. When I introduce my Arab neighbors, their parents came from Syria. Have you ever met my neighbors?
Yeah.
So you know how I always introduce them to people who come by if they happen to be outside the house? I go, oh, this is so-and-so. He and his wife, they make it easy for me to live by the biblical injunction, love your neighbor as yourself. That's how I always introduce them. Everything is values. That's why I hate, one of the many reasons I hate the left, because for them, race, colonizer, rich, that trumps values. So this might get rid of me from California. If they start doing what appears to be inevitable, murderers and rapists will be allowed out of prison because they're a member of a group that historically has been discriminated against. So the issue is not even are they guilty. The issue is, are they a member of a group that has been discriminated against? Heather McDonald writes this piece in the Wall Street Journal about this law in California. They called an expert a race expert. Can you imagine that? To testify on behalf of the law at a trial. And this expert, on February 8th at the University of California, San Francisco, a true wasteland, said, whites are psychopaths whose behavior represents an underlying biologically transmitted proclivity. But of course, you understand, every leftist, every one that I have ever read, encountered, when I was in graduate school at Columbia in the 70s, said this. Blacks cannot be racist. So here is someone saying, whites are psychopaths and their behavior represents an underlying biologically transmitted proclivity. Whites are biologically programmed to be psychopaths. But that's not racist. These are the really bad folks teaching your kids in your kids' high schools, in your kids' colleges. If that comment does not qualify as pure, the purest form of racist. By the way, I'm just curious. If, like Barack Obama, you have one biological parent who's black and one who's white, do you get half of that psychopathology? How does it work? I'm not kidding. How does it work? I'd love to ask this Dante King. I got to look this guy up. It's Dante King. For the full episode of The Dennis Prager Show, go to pragertopia.com, sign up, and become a full member.